On today's show,
It's winter, it's cold, we're cranky, we're old.
I'm fucking texting with Cleveland Brown.
I grew out my bush.
Man-E faces.
More like man-E boners.
Always fresh, Rico and the Man.
Until we meet again.
Rico and the Man. Woo! Rico and the Man. Rico and the Man.
you're listening to Rico and the Man with Rob Tregler and Peter Martino.
Rico and the Man.
Welcome once again to Rico and the Man. I'm Rob Tregler, always joined by Mr. Peter Martino.
Hey, howdy, hi.
Hey. How are you, Pete?
I am good, I am cold.
Yes, you are cold. It sounds like you're getting slammed out there in New Jersey.
We are getting slammed, we are getting it, and we are getting it good.
You listen to me and you listen good, Jersey.
We had one, really big snowstorm, but it's fucking cold, dude. And now I have to travel back into the city, and it's brutal. I could definitely feel like I am getting older because I used to travel a lot into the city for work when I was younger, and it didn't hit me as much as I feel like it hits me now. Because by the time I get home, I am done. Let's put a fork in me.
You're done.
I am done. But I'm not done because I have to be a father.
That's true. You're just getting started.
Because I have kids to take care of. It's just a lot. I'm hoping by the time that the weather gets nicer and it starts warming up and the sun is out and I get some vitamin D and everything, I'll kind of bounce back a little bit. But right now, it's kind of like you're in that winter rut.
Yes, the winter rut. I remember that from last season. You were in the winter rut. Remember? We were talking about you watching the kids.
It's usually around this time. It's like me all tired from shoveling, sweating.
Watching the kids out of focus. Throwing snowballs.
Looking around at all the snow I still have to shovel. Being like... That's right. Oh my God, that was a year already?
Yeah, a year ago.
We just talked about that. Another sign I'm getting old is I watched the John Williams PBS concert in Berlin the other day.
Is that a new concert?
Here's the thing. He was conducting it, and I was like, wow, he conducted the whole thing. And I was like, wow, he looks good here. He's standing up, and he's, doing the whole concert. And then I look in the audience, and there's people wearing masks.
Oh.
So I was like, this has to be during COVID time. I was like, that wasn't that long ago. And he was still in concert and conducting. And now he's it just goes to show how fast time flies because he's in a wheelchair now and he could barely stand.
I need you all to wear masks for this performance, not because of COVID, but because of the massive amounts of ropes that are going to be flying through the audience at the crescendo of Quint's theme. He doesn't have a theme.
It's funny because at one point, after the concert, he's going around to the musicians and shaking their hand or whatever. I was it would have been funny if he went up to a female musician and just starts motorboating her or something.
That was a great violin solo. I'm about to give you a solo of my own.
And I don't mean Han Solo.
Here's motorboat.
I mean John Solo. I would still love to see him, even if he's not conducting. I would still love to see him at some kind of concert setting.
Even if he is in a wheelchair.
Dude, I wouldn't care. You think I would care?
Please sit on my lap and we can see what pops up.
I've done 4 Indiana Jones films, and right now, Harrison Ford is in Europe filming the 5th one. I was like... It would have been funny if someone in the audience was like, boo.
Yeah.
And it was you.
Yeah, it would be. I've been lucky. I've got to see him a couple times at the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
When he was spry at the young old age of like 98. When Steven asked me to do the 5th Indiana Jones, I asked him if he was directing. And when he said no, I said, I'll give you a beach if you let me go hog wild on the score.
I only agreed to do the 5th Indiana Jones if I could lay my baton inside Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and very tall woman, but she took my baton nonetheless, and I was able to go balls deep.
Mads Mikkelsen is a wonderful actor. I like to call him Mads Milkelsen because he milked my prostate during a screening session while James Mangold watched in the corner.
When I was scoring Harry Potter, I grew out my bush. And I called my penis Harry Potter to get me in the right mindset to conduct the Sorcerer's Stone, or the Sorcerer's Bone, as I like to call it.
And that was the first time I got genital Hogwarts. Hermione,
more like hemorrhoids.
What? Oh, man.
Hermione, more like hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids. When I heard that Dial of Destiny was taking place in the 1960s, I really related to the material because I was 71 in 1963.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed that in the beginning of the show, I was shot wildly out of a cannon, and I'll tell you why, Pete. Got some fan feedback. Some fan feedback on the show, our last episode.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
And the fan feedback, look at this. This is what I was told. Rob and Peter seemed a little low energy on the last episode.
What?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. And do we know who this quote unquote fan is?
I have no idea who it is, but
whoa.
But I just wanted to,
sounds familiar.
I just wanted to pass along that critique.
You know what, Amelia? You try doing this shit. You got poor Rob coming straight home from work trying to get this done. Me, I'm half asleep at 12 a.m. in the morning recording this stuff. It's winter. It's cold. We're cranky. We're old.
Our pets' heads are falling off. It's like, are we completely out of ideas? Uh-oh, the gates of hell are opening.
Speaking of Jurassic Park.
Jesus Christ.
Everything all right?
Yeah, dogs just fighting.
Was that enough high energy for you, Amelia? I saw the trailer for Masters of the Universe. I don't know if you happened to see it.
I did not see the trailer for Masters of the Universe.
Masters of the Universe, as you know, was a favorite childhood cartoon of mine.
Yeah, one of your all-time favorite childhood cartoons, if I recall.
Yeah, absolutely. It was probably the first one I was obsessed with before Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and all the other stuff that came out. But yeah, I always wanted them to make a movie of it, but I wanted them to do like a really like darker version, which is hard for that storyline and the names of those characters and everything else. But I figure, they could try to do a delicate balance with it where it's, darker, but still has that goofiness, some of the goofiness of what people know that whole franchise for. But I don't know. Having seen the trailer, it seems like it's leaning a little bit too into the goofy than it's kind of more of a teaser, so they don't divulge too much, but kind of seems more on the goofy side than a darker, grittier Masters of the Universe. And guess who's playing Skeletor?
Jared Leto.
Everyone's favorite.
Everyone's favorite actor who plays characters that don't have a face that's their own.
Yeah.
And you go, why does it have to be anybody then? Especially Jared Leto.
Exactly. I don't know. Maybe it's too early to tell, but I will say one thing. The girl playing Tila, Camila Mendez,
Yes,
is fucking hot. I like to give her the John Williams. But her, and then forget what's her name, is Evelyn. I can't think of it. The one from Community.
Allison Brie.
Yes, there's a lesbian scene between the two of them. I am down with the new Masters of the Universe.
It's gonna be you in the theater.
Masters of the Universe. 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 Sunny boy. I mean, were you ever a He-Man guy? A Masters
what's
of
so
the
funny
Universe
about
guy?
that?
Do you remember the characters and stuff?
I had the action figures, never once watched a frame of the show.
Oh, the cartoon is awful. You go back now and watch it. Oh my god!
Really? Yeah, because I never watched the cartoon ever.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. And it was in that whole era of they didn't want to show violence in like kids' cartoons, so it's like very tame and like overly silly. But you know, of course, when you're like 5 years old, like I was, you love it. You don't think of that stuff, but. That's why I kind of wanted like a darker version of what the cartoon was. But yeah, I mean, it has potential as far as like the characters that were in the cartoon. I feel like there were a lot of cool villains and, you know, like fucking Beastman and Triclops and Trapjaw, all those cool villains they could do something cool with.
I could just listen to you spout off those names all night. Because I don't know anything about it, so it's just hilarious. You're like Beast Mode, Trapjaw, Claphound, Mac Daddy, Rip Torn, Clap Bucket,
Herpes, Flat Top,
Slap Jolly,
Flatfoot,
Patty Balls,
Hammer Toe. Well, those are the kinds of names that they all have, like Ram Man and Manny Faces.
Manny Faces?
Yeah, because he has many faces. But his name is spelled Man-E Faces.
Wow, you are way tapped into the
Masters of the Universe. I know. It's sad, isn't it?
No, it's
John
cute.
Williams specials on PBS. Masters of the Universe lore.
I was approached to
watch
the Masters of the Universe film.
When I saw Allison Brie as Evil Lynn, it immediately gave me an erection and wanted me to conduct a theme just for her character. I would love to see a lesbian scene between her and Tila, who is played by the brilliant Camila Mendez.
And
luscious lips.
If I see those dailies, it will be Master Baiters of the Universe.
Masters of the Universe. But I'm interested to see what you, as a non-fan, really think of the trailer.
I'll watch it right now. I'm sure it's short.
Let's do it.
Let's
it is. It's not that long. Let's get a live reaction.
I'll watch it right now,
YouTube
son.
Fucks.
Okay. Definitely looks like it leans on the hokey side. Like it has a very Guardians of the Galaxy feel.
Yeah.
Just in that tone, you know, where it's like a little quip, little joke here, little spaceship action. Everything's very high primary colors.
Right.
Yeah, they weren't too original with the creating of that, huh? Manny Faces, He-Man. They're like, what's the main guy going to be? What's he going to be? It's a he, and it's a man.
Yeah.
He-Man.
So he's a He-Man. Well, there was that one shot in the beginning of the trailer where they show like he's working at an office or whatever, and it says he, him on it. And everyone's like online is like, oh, they're going woke with this. And I'm like,
it's a joke.
It's supposed to be a play on the fact of his name being He-Man.
Relax, guys.
Put your torches out. But it's kind of like Superman, right? Like just kind of like I don't know why he's on Earth because he was born in like this other planet. But
yeah,
for
I
some
was going
reason
to
in
ask
this,
you,
they're
the
making
original had nothing to do with Earth, right?
not to my knowledge,
They're
unless
like-
I'm missing something. But
Yeah, I don't get the whole
is it going to be like another one of those things where the parents sent him to Earth to protect him, and now he has to go back to Eternia to fight Skeletor or whatever? It's like
the bad guy's a skeleton. Skeletor. Yeah.
brilliant.
That's the ticket.
That's it. Now we got a man who's looks like a beast. I'm thinking man beast.
Close. Beast Man.
How about that's it?
That's
Beast
it.
Man.
Oh,
Very good. Write that down.
write that down.
Alan, write that down. Now, there's also a guy with a giant iron fist. I was thinking Fisto for him.
Fist. Is that a real one?
Dude, there's a character named Fisto.
Oh, come on.
In the Master of the Universe.
I wonder how much.
Look it up.
I wonder how much Fisto's going to be in the movie.
Look it up. Like that, they could definitely
do the
make
score
jokes
to
about.
Masters of the Universe until I wrote Fisto's theme.
That's something I could really relate to.
It all came together.
That and Alison Brie's giblets were the clenchers for me.
Allison Brie, like the cheese that I left inside of her. Whoa!
Whoa!
Look
John
out!
Williams went extra dirty with that one.
Extra dirty John Williams for you.
Woo! Whoop! But having said all that, I will still probably go to see this because it's, like I said, it's kind of ingrained in the Peter Martino history. So I have to.
Has to.
I have to see it through. Masters of the Universe. We should see if what's his name did a reaction.
Seb?
Yeah.
You know he did. Let's see. Masters of the
He-Man's got a job now.
Skeletor in the summertime. He did 2 weeks ago.
He did?
Yep. Should we listen to it?
Yeah, can you play?
Yeah.
You play it?
Okay, hang on. I can do this.
Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Now, Amazon MGM Studios have just dropped their official teaser trailer for their live action take on Masters of the Universe, which is based off of the series and toys of the same name. But the title only starts off with He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I've never even seen Masters of the Universe before, but I do know it has an all-star cast in there, including Sir Idris Elba. And yeah, this movie is directed by Travis Knight. He's very familiar to seeing the Leica videos, or the Leica movies that he has done over the past few years, like Coraline, Paranorman, and now he's back in the director's chair for a live-action take on the Masters of the Universe.
30 seconds.
So let's have a look at this teaser trailer. Very soon there's going to be a new Star Wars Darth Maul trailer. A trailer for the Maul series later
Stay
on
on
today.
topic.
So stay tuned.
He's derailing.
Okay,
We're
Masters
losing
of
him.
the Universe. Let's take a look.
All that stuff that only exists in legends and bedtime stories.
That almost looks like Bowser's castle.
Talking tigers, spaceships, and magic swords that can make a man as mighty as a god.
Looks like
Where I come
Minecraft.
from,
Well, that's why
that stuff is real.
I love it with MGM.
Why did you send me away?
I wanted
Barely
you to
hear
be
him.
safe.
Yeah,
So
I
I
can
sent
hear
you
him.
to a place I knew that they'd never find you.
That looks really interesting.
I heard that.
That looks interesting. It looks very interesting. I'll give this one a whirl, as I do enjoy watching live action takes on classic animated series that people grew up watching in the past, like from the 80s. I think this show, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, came out in the 80s. Again, I'm not familiar with the show, but I do know that there were a few TikTok videos focusing on this main villain, starting off with, "Remember, and doing different topics and all that. And then he walks off at the end of every TikTok video saying, "Until we meet again." I've done a couple TikToks on those, but rather not show you them. But I'm pretty sure you'll find them. Be sure to follow me on TikTok and see for yourselves. Thanks for watching this video and see Masters of the Universe in cinemas this June. And I'll see you soon.
He's got to turn his mic up.
I know.
The trailer's playing.
I know. His mix is all out.
You can't hear his reactions. Well, there you go. I may be there on opening day with Seb.
You and Seb. Until we meet again.
I'm like, can you believe they chose Jared Leto for Skeletor?
Oh, he's got a job now?
And did he say Sir Idris Elba?
Mm-hmm.
He's not a sir.
He is. He is a sir.
He is?
Yeah.
Wow. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. He's been knighted.
I actually really like him.
He's very easy to like.
Yeah.
Every time he shows him, I like that guy.
Yeah, I feel like he's one of the actors that could do anything. Like, he could do comedy, he could do action, he could do drama. He could do it all.
He could do it all. Wanker.
You listen and you listen good. Sir Idris Elba is going to be the best man at arms since the 1980s.
Man-e-faces.
More like man-e-boners.
James Gunn is going to get a fisto and turn it into a Nathan Billion.
Hot Tila, hot Evelyn, count me in.
Beast man, more like a feast man.
Hey, did you see the Mel Brooks documentary?
Not yet. Did you?
Yeah, I did. I was one of my snow day watches. Part 2 was, because it's 2 parts. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, it was good. He's still with it and everything. He's a national treasure. I really found the conversation between Judd Apatow, who directed, and Mel Brooks interesting. Like, I wish they would have shown more of that, especially in part 2. I feel like they kind of relied more on like old interviews with him and like old clips and stuff like that. But I was more interested in seeing Judd interview Mel now. Because, man, I mean, what a history that guy had too. And it's kind of crazy that now he's revered as like, you know, a comic icon. But back then they just looked at him as just like kind of like a buffoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those stories of perseverance, you know, because he was, from what I understand, like Anne Bancroft was like floating him there for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what he talks about that a lot of with his relationship with Anne Bancroft, obviously his friendship with Carl Reiner. And what kind of bummed me out too is, you know, they interview all these people for the documentary, like Conan O'Brien and Sarah Silverman, and then all of a sudden Rob Reiner shows up. I'm just like, oh, I'm like, really?
Yeah, man.
So depressing.
If that wasn't depressing enough, the other day, you know, I'm sitting at the fucking conference table at work, and I get a text from you, and the text just says, I forget what it says, something about just being pissed. I can't even joke about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck, what happened? And immediately when I get a text like that from you, it means somebody famous just died.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, oh no, who died now? And you know, I went quickly through I scanned, you know, like who's old, who's probably going to kick the bucket next, who's this, who's that. But when I looked, I was just absolutely shocked and devastated to see that it was Catherine O'Hara.
Yep. I think everybody was.
Because that was just left field, man. That was just like, what the fuck? Like, did not know that she was sick, did not know that she was anywhere near passing away.
Right.
Just like out of the blue.
Yeah, I mean, we still don't really know the cause of death. You know, a lot of people were speculating that she was sick, but apparently she had like a medical emergency the morning of, And I think she's the one that actually called the 911 saying that she had trouble breathing. So we still don't know the cause behind it, but holy shit. I mean, what a career she had and was still having. She was in, most recently, The Studio.
Yep.
But then she was also great and did a dramatic turn in The Last of Us. She played Pedro Pascal's therapist in it, and she was great in that too. But just, oh my God, just she was such a great actress, just so obviously funny as hell. Like everything from SCTV to the Christopher Guest movies, which we both love.
All the Christopher Guest, movies, she was front and center. Fucking, Home Alone. Fucking, let's not forget fucking Schitt's Creek.
Yes, absolutely.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
I mean, iconic and so funny and could do so much. Could play so many different types of roles, could do so much. She was a great singer.
I feel like she was just game for anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, like any like animated movies she did voiceovers for, she, sang in those movies. She was just game. She just felt totally a team player.
I was just recently watching the John Candy documentary, and of course she's all over it because she was on SCTV with him. And, it's crazy. You're watching this documentary about this guy who died many, many, many years ago. And there's Catherine O'Hara singing his praises. And you're just not even thinking, oh, in another week, she'll be gone too.
Right.
And
yeah,
it wasn't until she was gone that I saw those pictures of her at the Emmys and didn't even realize, like, wow, she really did not look great. She was very thin. She was very frail looking.
And then I was thinking, I was like, well, wait, she was just nominated for a Golden Globe. She was just at the Golden Globes. And then I went back and I was like, oh shit, I guess she wasn't there. But for some reason, I thought she was just at the Golden Globes too.
Yeah, she actually wasn't there.
It's still tragic no matter what happened, because she was still young and she still had a lot of life to live. The one clip that really got me, though, was the clip of her and Eugene Levy singing Kiss at the End of the Rainbow at the Oscars when that song was nominated.
From A Mighty Wind.
And just for A Mighty Wind. And I don't know, just when because he starts off the song, and just when she started singing, and she had a really beautiful singing voice. Like, it was a very sweet, angelic singing voice. Mm-hmm. And when she started singing in that clip, I started to tear up because it was just such a beautiful moment. And it's like, now we'll never see a moment like that with her again. And it's heartbreaking.
I watched her and Fred Willard do the audition in Waiting for Guffman when they do Midnight at the Oasis.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's no better actor than an actor who can play a bad actor.
Right.
And Catherine O'Hara nailed that.
Right.
She was so brilliant that she could play an actress who's a bad actress.
I know. And there's such subtle details in that scene. If you watch that scene, even when she's mouthing his lines, because, the way they rehearsed and whatever, and she's mouthing his lines and then she goes into her lines. It's just such a subtle touch. It's not too in your face and obvious. Mm-hmm. There's just so many great little touches like that she had. The
thing about Catherine O'Hara that really, really kind of got me was a much deeper thing than even the Rob Reiner, because they can happen so close together that it just kind of made me existential. For the first time, where I was really starting to question, wow, all we have is right fucking now.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's so true.
You and I talking right now is all we have to count on.
Right.
Piano could fall on my head right now.
Right.
The odds of it happening are low, but you never fucking know.
And it was a tune that did it. That was a thinker.
We talked about Roger Rabbit on the last episode, Pete.
I'm sorry.
I have to bring it up again.
Yeah, because we never talk about the same movies.
Yeah, we never retread old ground. It's always new, man. Always new.
Always fresh.
Always fresh. as we talk about Dirty John Williams.
Always fresh like bread.
Always fresh, Rico and the Man.
Rico and the Man.
Just to pivot really quickly regarding our theme song, I do have a story I wanted to tell you really quickly. We were talking about our new theme song, right? And the other day, you were telling me, you're like, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Cleveland show. And I'm like, it totally does. Like, it totally has the same open of the Cleveland show. Something very interesting happened to me 2 days ago. So for the last couple, years now, I've had this on and off relationship with the director, Mick G. Do you know Mick G?
Okay. Yes.
Charlie's Angels, Terminator.
Charlie's Angels, yes. Yeah.
You know, famously part of the Christian Bale meltdown. Oh, good for you. Was directing that movie. I have had a few meetings with him off and on, like trying to get a show going with him, just development. But he's like the nicest, coolest guy, super jovial, super complimentary, just a really, really good dude.
Yeah.
He recently bought a studio in Hollywood. It was the old Jim Henson studio.
Oh, yeah.
He bought it with John Mayer. Him and John Mayer.
I was going to say, didn't John Mayer?
Yes.
Okay.
They bought a studio together, and now they call it Chaplin Studios. So 2 days ago, I went over to Chaplin to have a meeting with Mick G with the hopes of also meeting John Mayer. Because as you know, Pete, there's no bigger fan of John Mayer than me.
Absolutely.
The plan was to meet up with Mick G, and hopefully Mayer would be around because he's always over there, and talk about doing a show with both of them. Unfortunately, Mayer was not there when I went, which was a total bummer. But he was giving me a tour of the studio, and we went by an office that was, dark and not being used, and it had a bunch of Family Guy shit in there. And he's like, oh, one of the guys that works on Family Guy, that's his office. I'm like, oh, cool. I don't know. He didn't say who he was or anything. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And so we're sitting out in the courtyard, and this guy walks up, and he's like, hey, Mike, how you doing? This is Rob. He works with Mark Wahlberg and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And this guy, Mike, starts talking, and I immediately go, holy shit, it's Mike Henry, voice of Cleveland, voice of Grease Up Deaf Guy, Herbert, Consuela, all the Family Guy characters. And I'm like, holy shit, it's fucking Mike Henry. And so I immediately go, when there's a breath, I go, Mike, just want to let you know, like, I'm a huge fan. My fiance and I literally fall asleep to Family Guy every night. And I just want you to know that I love your work. And he couldn't have been nicer, and talked to me for a few minutes, and then he left and went off and did his thing. So Mick G and I kept talking, and then it was time for me to go and continue the conversation, circle back the old Hollywood bullshit. And as I'm walking away, I hear, hey, Rob. And I turn around, it's Mike Henry, and he goes, you want a t-shirt? And I go, sure. He goes, come in. And so he invites me into his office. Next thing you know, I'm hanging out with Mike Henry in his office, talking about Family Guy, talking about the Cleveland show. He gave me a Cleveland shirt, and he also was like, I can sign something for you if you want. And I was like, you know what? Can you sign something for my fiance? Because I think she would be thrilled. And so he signed, he had this great still of all of his characters on a one sheet. And he signed something for my fiance. And I just thought that was so cool. He totally didn't have to do any of that. And then later that day, I'm texting with the guy, and he's like, how'd it go? This or that. And I was like, she loved it. And he texts me back. He's like, maybe you'll get some action tonight. And I text him back a Quagmire gif. And he texts me back, all right. And I'm like, I'm fucking texting with Cleveland Brown. This is fucking awesome.
That is awesome.
So
that's great.
It was just this I went in to Chaplin Studios with this one idea in mind, which was to maybe meet my hero, John Mayer. And I ended up having a completely different experience, which I think is better than what I had set out to do.
John Mayer would have probably just been like, hey.
Would have been a fucking letdown, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely. They say don't meet your heroes.
Yep. And so I just thought that was really cool because, you know, we talk about Family Guy all the time and, you know, we reference Cleveland all the time on this show. And it's like, wow, now I have a fucking, you know, like I'm texting with them.
Yeah.
So just wanted to tell that story. Pretty cool stuff.
Well, you know what you got to do now, Rob, right?
Yeah.
You know your assignment.
Get him on the show.
Absolutely.
One thing at a time. But anyway, Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah. Oh, we have to play the clips too.
As we always do on this show, when a celebrity passes, and I'm still sad to even say that Catherine O'Hara is no longer with us. Like it's still not real to me. But what we do is we always play Bobby Wygant clips, and Bobby interviewed her 3 times, 2 of which were for Home Alone 1 and 2.
Uh-huh.
And there's some interesting stuff in these clips. Now, the first one is Home Alone 1. She's interviewing Catherine O'Hara about Home Alone 1. And Bobby says some interesting things about John Candy.
Oh.
Well, Catherine, we're just sitting here having a little laugh, getting acquainted here, talking about Macaulay, who is the little boy in Home Alone. And I was telling you that the interviews, I think he's had it with the interviews.
It's amazing that he could even pull off 1 or 2 interviews at his age. Should he just be out going crazy? He's so disciplined to be able to do that.
You have a wonderfully funny scene with John Candy, your buddy from SCTV days. When you first knew him, was he always a big guy like that? Was he?
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, just he's huge.
He was always a big guy. They always referred to him as the big guy when talking about SCTV. What's the big guy like? And he used to play up that a lot in the early days in SCTV. He always had a good sense of himself, which has carried him through.
And as big as he is, who's going to fight with him?
Yeah.
Who's going to cross him?
He's a great actor, so he can be anything and play anything.
And I think you guys have got a terrific hit on your hands, Home Alone. And I think some of us have been talking about, I think it could become one of those classic movies that they'll show time and again at Christmas.
Wow.
It's just great fun.
She called that one.
Fuck yeah.
So much. It was nice talking with you. Thank you.
But what kind of was John Candy always fat? What kind of question is that?
Well, it's interesting because they addressed that in the John Candy documentary. They kept saying how, and they did like a whole montage of like interviewers like commenting on this.
I know.
It's like, dude, leave the guy alone.
And you know, like, in that montage, I don't know if you remember, but in the John Candy doc, there are a few Bobby Wygant clips.
Yes, there is. Yes.
But yeah, I mean, like you have Catherine O'Hara for 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you got her. She's right there. You can ask her anything about her or about Home Alone, which would become this iconic movie. And you go, was John Candy always a big guy?
I know.
And then double down.
She's always,
like, well,
all she had to ask was, what was it like being reunited with John Candy? That's it.
But no, was John Candy always fat? And you already know the answer.
How's his heart? Is it healthy?
Yeah. Is he laying off the bacon?
She always has to try to ask those, those questions that try to get a little dirt.
And you can tell, like, Catherine O'Hara at first is like, well, what do you mean? Like, what do you get into here, Bobby? Like, what are you trying to get me
And then
on?
even at the end, she stuck up for him. She's like, well, he's she said, well, he's so big, who's going to fight him? And she's like, no, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
He can do, anything. So weird.
What I didn't know was that Catherine O'Hara was hired on SNL for like 10 minutes. Like she was going to be part of the cast, and before they ever got to the stage show, she quit. And she didn't,
really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she didn't like the SNL environment, and she actually went back to SCTV.
Wow. Yeah, they did say it was a lot different, though, SNL versus SCTV, just as far as like the, the work culture.
Catherine,
there
are you
versus-
uncomfortable doing this line off of my shaft?
It's my show.
If you want to be a part of the show, you're going to have to do the blow.
And you're going to have to blow John Williams.
It was in 1976 when Catherine O'Hara gave me the blowiest of blows that I have ever enjoyed as a balding, black turtlenecked young man.
Black turtleneck.
She was a doll. We loved her. I do have one more clip if you want to sit through it.
Sure.
This next clip I have is for Home Alone 2. And at the end of it, Bobby, I don't even know what planet Bobby's on, but just listen for it.
No.
See if you can catch it.
Oh, boy.
Catherine, it's good to see you again.
Thank you.
I've been looking forward to this. Of course, we've all been looking forward to Home Alone 2 and delighted that you were going to be back. How could you not be back?
Right.
You know, they couldn't bring in another mom, could they?
Well, they might have tried, but they didn't.
So I assume you had no hesitancy to sign up for it.
No, it sounded like fun. So as long as they would condense my work schedule, that was all I cared about, aside from just wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
I don't know about you, though, as parents. I think that, they're going to get you on a child abuse charge one of these days.
I know. Well, if there was ever another one, for sure, prison would be involved in some way. I think it'd have to be. It is. Yeah, it's getting close to child abuse, but I hope it isn't. I hope it isn't that yet.
Did you ever think when you were back doing comedy stuff that you would end up, that your major success to date in your career would be like this?
Like a woman with no sense of humor. Really? I finally realized that in the second movie. This woman has no sense of humor. That's why I'm sort of like fighting each step along the way with poor Chris. I'd be saying, well, can I do this here? Can I do that? Trying to get some kind of humor. But I could see how with all that silliness and great stunts and all the crazy stuff with the burglars, you need that thread of reality going through it. Somebody who's tense and serious. And that's my role.
Catherine, it's good to see you again. You're fun to be with. I really enjoyed it. And congratulations to all of you on Home Again, too.
Thanks.
I think everybody's just going to love it as much as the first one.
I hope so. Thanks.
Home Again 2. Lost in New York.
Lost in New Hampshire. You gotta love her.
Gotta love
She's
Bobby.
right, though.
Home Again 2. It's not even the first one.
I know, right?
Like, you think you
She's
could mess
right,
that
though.
up, but...
She kind of played the strip for being such a great comedic actress. She kind of played the straight woman in the Home Alone movies.
Yeah, a lady with no sense of humor. It's funny. Her biggest successful movie, she plays the straight woman.
Well, that's what kind of annoyed me because I first saw it on TMZ, and I think they changed it, but I think the first headline was Home Alone actress Catherine O'Hara dead at whatever.
That's such a slight.
And I was kind of thinking, I was like... that was a huge role for her, but she's so much more. She's done so much more than just Home Alone.
No,
you know
should
what I
have said
mean?
comedy icon Catherine O'Hara, dead at 71.
Well, then when I went back, I feel like I went back later on in the day, and they changed the headline to like legendary actress Catherine O'Hara.
Because it was probably some
I was like,
Gen Z fucking. Kid who didn't know anything about Catherine O'Hara being like, Google, ChatGPT, who's Catherine O'Hara? Home Alone, dead.
Yeah.
We are going to miss you, Catherine. We talked about you on this show ad nauseum.
Yes, absolutely.
Every chance we got, we sung your praises, and we will always miss you, and we will always go back and watch all the amazing work that you've done. And that's the beauty of it, right? I mean, with Rob Reiner and Catherine O'Hara, they left a mark on TV and film history that will never be erased. So we can always go back and enjoy their performances and their work.
Beautifully put.
And on that note,
Dirty John Williams.
and on that note, I'm going to shoot ropes all over this audience. I apologize in advance if your music sheets are stuck together.
I'm a sprayer, not a squirter.
Rico and the man. Rico and the man.
Thanks for listening to Rico and the Man. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Rico and the Man and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you love the show, be sure to leave a review on Apple Podcasts. And if you hate the show, fuck you.
Rico and the man.
For more Rico and the Man action, go to ricoandtheman.com.
Until we meet again.